Hello, hello. Today I'll be showing you how to color in without using the fill bucket. Now, I know that it is a very cheeky way to just go and pick your color and then just fill in wherever, But no, we're not doing that today. I'm going to actually go in and hand color it in. So I will be using my OC's colors. But I'm just going, so first you just do the basic, just the base color, which it would take forever if you did not do it this way. So now you take your shading color. I usually take this, go darker and make it more red, like that, and go wherever I think there would be shadows. I'm going to select an area at a time. Oh, there you go. So if you select an area at a time, it will only pick that area. So you're not getting your lines everywhere. So just shade wherever the light source isn't hitting the area that you're coloring in. So basically just teaching you how to shade and light, how to do shading and how to do lighting in this video. And I also have another tip. Don't use very thick line art because it looks sloppy and just, unless you can pull it off like Dress the Boss, I do not recommend using really thick line art. So the light source in this drawing is coming from this side over here. I think that's where the light source is. Yes, I do have a cold, so excuse my terrible voice. So everything, if you're drawing like this, everything has a third dimension. That's where the shading comes from. So fill it in as needed. Like that. See, that is a lot, and it looks kind of grudgy. So take a smear or blur tool on your drawing application. I do not recommend drawing on Flip-A-Clip because there's not enough tools on it to create professional drawings. So just blur it out to make it seem softer like skin. See, like that. Then for an extra effect, take your skin color, go a little bit lighter, and wherever the light is hitting it, do a little see? Doesn't that look nice? I think it does. Now you can select the rest of everything else basically and continue to do so. Do your thing, magic. I will come back once I have finished with the skin. Skin is one thing, hair is another thing, and so is clothing. So I will showcase both of these things in this tutorial. Stay tuned. Oh, and for blush, never, ever, 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 ever use bright, fully saturated pink. Because does that look very natural to you? No. You know how many times I've seen this? A lot. You know how much I used to do this? I used to go, oh, look how cute my Princess Sophia is. No, it's not cute, and it's not good, and just don't do it. Trust me. Alright, so now I am going to color in the hair. Of course, do your base color. So let me just get that really quickly. And select it. Now, actually only select a section at a time. Like the ponytail doesn't follow the same flow as the normal blob right here. And this is how I color it in. You don't have to do it this way. But I do little strands like this. Not my line art tool, but like just, this is not line art. Keyword not. So don't draw the strands with your line art, because that's not how anything works, and it just looks like a terrible quality, like, bro, seriously. So now, instead of using the blur tool, I just use the blur effect, like that, then go in and redefine a few of them like that. That's how you get the strand effect. Then take your lighter color, get a your airbrush tool, and do a little bit where the light is coming from. Make a decrease across the hair like that, and a little bit on the other side, but it's of course smaller than this one. Do as many as you want, but don't just go all over the hair, because that's not how anything works. There. So now we have that splotch done. And you have to do the strands in the flow of the hair. Because, like here, if I just went like that, oh, oops, wrong color. If I just went like that, that doesn't look right. So I have to go down, down, up, down, up. Like that, kind of. And this one, since it's a smaller area, I can just go through and blur it manually. And then I, of course, I got my airbrush tool. Then I go to the color, and I just do the lighting. Alright, now let's merge that one down and let us move on to the shirt. I just got a shiver, I'm cold. So fill it all in, fill the base colors, and this is going to be darker because it is a separate part. So now grab it all. Oh, yes. What? Crud. I'll just be super careful. I don't feel like going into the selection layer and manually grabbing this stuff. So yeah. So if the head is kind of big, okay, I'm going to have to go in here and do this. I'll be right back. Right now I have it all selected. And I can go in and I can shade. Wait, that's on the opposite side that I said the little light is coming from. So you just color it in, or you would see the light causing a shadow there. And since these are wrinkled, they will eventually like fold like that on the skin. So you can do stuff like that. Just to help with the feel of the effect. If you're using FlipaClip or any animation software to draw professionally, quote unquote, use Ibis Paint, Medibang, Sketchbook, anything really. They're all better than using FlipaClip because FlipaClip limits you immensely on drawing, so I just highly recommend grabbing a different drawing app. Unless you're a master artist in it, then you do you. But you know, do whatever you're comfortable with. And yeah, Ibis Paint might take some getting used to, but just keep doing it, dude. It's worth it in the end. It's a great drawing app, and I highly recommend it. It's what I'm using right now. So, if you can't tell, yeah. I'm just trying to think of stuff to say, since I'm just going to be sitting here doing this for a little bit. Then, of course, do the same lighting thing. You so just blur it out. And don't just use one layer. There's layers for reasons. If you use one layer and you try to blur, everything will mess up and nothing will look good, and your art will be terrible and you'll get hated on. Trust me. I'm just going to blur the entire thing a little bit. There we go. Now, do that. And hopefully, you all have already seen my coloring in eyes tutorial. And if you haven't, it's a really good video, and go watch it right now, or else I will find you and I will eat you. Just kidding. Anyways, I'm going to color in the eyes and do some final touches like the background and stuff, and I will be right back. Alright, so I finally finished, and I just have to add a final touch. my signature, and I have to fill in these. I hope that this tutorial came to some sort of help to you. Anyways, if there are any other tutorials that you would like to see, please let me know and I will be sure to do them. Anyways, can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!